Yeah, just a day off for both. Shabby plays a lot of minutes. Obviously, was banged up there on the road. Maintenance, same thing for Steppen. Both will be available tomorrow.
Both will be available tomorrow. Will Logan Brown be available? He's on the taxi squad here now. And what are your thoughts on that?
He won't play tomorrow. He just had his first practice with us today, and he'll skate again with us tomorrow, and then we'll make a decision going forward from there.
Okay, we're having a little bit of an internet issue here. Did you say you'll keep a close look on him for this week, maybe later this week?
Yeah, you know what? We're going to get him in some practice. It's not fair. He hasn't skated with us in a month, and you know, all the systems, all the camaraderie, and to be honest, the guys, you know, last night and the night before have played, you know, probably our best 2 games of the year. So he'll practice, and we'll put him in when the time is right and when it's best suited for him to have the best success.
Coach, did a tape from last night show you anything different that you didn't already think of?
You know what? I think we're probably better on tape than I thought live. I thought we competed really well. I think we gave up you know, very little, and we played as a team. I think everyone around the lineup got to play. You know, we didn't have a situation where guys played a ton of minutes and guys didn't. Everyone was involved in the game. People had chances. I thought Allen made some good saves for him in the third period. And obviously, unfortunate, our power play wasn't great down the stretch, but you know, they're a young group, and I was saying to someone, you know, by the end of the year this year, you know, that group, when they go on with a couple minutes left, you're going to see a different group. And then in time, you know, coming over the next few years, that's going to be a group you're not going to want to take a penalty against Stützle and Batherson and Drake and the boys at the end of games, because they're going to make you pay.
Chris Garriock, Post Media. Hey, DJ, I'm sure that with you recalling Logan Brown, people are sitting there saying, well, why don't you just play him? How important is it for you to make sure the young players earn their spot?
Well, it's imperative. I think some of that out there is you know, just put all the young kids in and let them play. Well, I think I use the analogy of you know, when I turned 16 years old, my dad didn't just give me a car, and you had to earn it. And when you beat an older player out, or a player that's been in the league, you know you belong, and there's a sense of pride there that tells you're in the league, and you know you're there, and you're there to stay. And I think all the guys so far have come in and beaten guys out, and they know they belong, and it's that personal confidence for me that is going to allow them to be good players. So many times I've seen young players just be handed a spot, and then 2 years later, you know, they're traded because they get in the league, they lose their confidence. And you know, sometimes it's hard for people to understand, but my job is to put the guy in the absolute best scenario to have success. And I think we've done that with our young guys. Every guy that's come in has been put in a good spot to succeed, and we want to do the same for Logan.
You were cutting out a bit there, DJ. I'm not sure if you were asked about Wolan, and is he ready tomorrow, or with back-to-back games, would you maybe hold him till Tuesday?
Well, he's not cleared to play yet. He was cleared for practice today. I'll talk to the trainers again tomorrow. He looked pretty good in practice today, but he is not cleared yet.
Okay, thank you. Final one today is Mark Broussard, Loudois.
DJ, Chris, Dadonov seemed to have had a lot of chances yesterday. You see him maybe getting closer to the player yesterday in his third year?
For sure. I think everything, and I go back, and I hate excuses, but I go back to no exhibition, not maybe knowing his teammates. I mean, he played with Barkov for 3 years and Huberdeau. So, you know, now he's got new teammates, new systems, new everything. And I think, you know, for him, he's trending in the right direction. Every guy that's been trending in the right direction, Matt Murray, all these guys have come out the funk and started to go. So he had lots of chances yesterday. Puck was on his stick. It hasn't gone in. He's inches, and maybe tomorrow's the day he breaks out, if not the next day. But he looks confident in practice. He looked good in the game yesterday, and I think he's inches from coming out.
We'll go back to Bruce Garriock for the last one. Hey, DJ, just a couple links here. I think I know the answer to this, but what do you have to do better against them tomorrow night?
Well, we got to score. We got to score. You know what? We're getting lots of chances, but we're not scoring. I think I looked the other day. We're in the middle of the pack in our division in chances for, but we're not converting them. And you know, we can ask for bounces, whatever. We just got to bear down a little bit more. And then obviously keep the power play off the board. The two top scorers in the league is him and Draisaitl, and we've seen what they can do any given night to anybody. And you have to be cognizant when they're on the ice. But I think play as a team. When we play 4 lines and 6D and we roll over and we play fast, we can play with anybody. And I think right now we got that little inner confidence amongst ourselves that we're getting better every day, and it'd be nice to get a win here tomorrow and pat ourselves with a little bit more confidence.
I asked you about this yesterday, but just your thoughts on Branch.
I talked to him this morning. I talked to him after practice today, and I just told him what a difference, in a year that, he admitted he's faster, he's more confident. And that comes with playing games in the NHL, going back to the minors, coming back up. He just looks so much, and he admitted he's so much more confident. He's in better shape, he's quicker, and all these things. And I think that's, why the scouts identified him as a high-end prospect. This is the player they saw. And the NHL is a hard league, especially for a defenseman to come in at 20 years old. And he looks certainly like he's ready now. He's making plays. He's defending really good. He's got good feet. And I asked him today, at some point, down the road, he probably is going to be a guy that can do penalty killing, power play, all the above. He's breaking pucks out for us. So he's been a great addition to us. And I got to give credit to, Sean Donovan and those guys that worked with him, throughout the time that he was back here to get him ready, because he certainly was ready to go when he got his chance.